Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Bria Lynn. Thank you for stopping by and looking at my makeup tutorial. So this here is just going to be a look that I created. I actually took this video a while back, but this was kind of a bad hair, bad makeup day, but I was in a rush to go somewhere. So I was trying to fix it and do something quick the best that I could. But I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty Obsessions palette. And this is the Ruby Obsessions one. So, of course, she came out with, I think, about 4 of them, Huda did. So, I just decided to go with the Ruby palette. So, as of right now, I'm just taking like a no-name brush. I can't even remember where I got that from. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking that first shade in the second row and I'm using that blender brush to go ahead and apply that to my crease. Now, if you can't already tell, my eyebrows, well, of course you can tell, but my eyebrows have already been done and my eyelids have been prepped. I used a Morphe concealer. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll link it down in the description for you. Okay, so what I'm doing here at this point is just basically blending everything out. If you can't already tell, I do have hooded eyes, so it takes a little bit more TLC for me to get my lids popping. So shout out to all my hoodies out there. But here you just see me blending in the color in my crease and just building it up to my liking or until the intensity that I want. Okay, so what I'm doing here at this point is I'm taking that third shade there in the first row, and it's kind of like a pinky maroon, but it definitely has a lot of glitter and it has a lot of gold reflex in it. So I thought that was very pretty. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my Morphe setting spray, and y'all, I love this stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Like, if you don't have it in your makeup collection, you need to go get it. But I'm using my Morphe spray and I'm spraying my brush, and then I am tapping my brush into my color there and I'm applying that on my lids. The reason why I do that is because you get a better color payoff once you wet your brush, and you wet your brush before you use metallic-y colors like this. So that's what I'm doing, is just going ahead and applying it to my lid and just, again, building it up to what I like. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I am applying that first color back to the crease, and that is just basically to fill that area back in from where I've lost a little bit more of my crease color from putting on my lid shade. So now I am taking the second color in the third row, and I'm using that to apply to my inner third of my eye there, just to kind of fill that space in and give more of a little bit of a gradient effect and a little bit more of a blending effect there. All right, so I went ahead and grabbed a fluffier blending brush, one that's a little bit bigger, and I'm doing that, and it's clean. I don't have any product on there, but I'm going back and I'm blending in those edges so that I don't have any harsh lines or anything. So again, I have my hooded eyes, so I want to make sure that the colors are seen, but I also want to make sure that everything is blended well and blended seamlessly. So I went ahead and took the first shade in the last row there and put a little bit of that, again, kind of on the outer portion of my eye. All right, so moving on to the eyeliner. Don't laugh at me, y'all, but I had a little nublet and that was my good old faithful, but I have a new one, but I didn't want to open it yet. But this is the 24/7 eyeliner that I got from Urban Decay. And I think it's called Zero, but y'all, that is my favorite under eyeliner to use. Like, it's super dark. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't smear. I absolutely love it. Okay, so in order to prep my real lashes to put on my false lashes, I am using the Wet n Wild Mega Wear mascara. I actually like this. It's kind of cheap. I'm not really too picky on mascaras because I always put on lashes, and I usually just use the mascara as kind of like an extra adhesive, or just, I feel like once I put on my lashes after I put on my mascara, they blend in so much better and they stay a lot longer. So, and y'all can get this for $1 at the Dollar Tree, so thank me later. And y'all, I had like complete hell with these lashes. Like, of course I clipped that part out, but y'all, it was sad. So although the lashes, they do look somewhat nice, I'm not even gonna mention what kind they are. Number one is I forgot, and number two, again, they're just not really that great of a quality. So I just used what I had on hand. And so now what I'm doing is I'm using my Fenty Beauty foundation stick, and this is in the color Suede. So normally, I'll prep my face, like prime it, that kind of stuff. But again, I was in a rush and I was trying to do, trying to get a good look in with a little bit of time that I had. But I'm using my beauty blender and some of my Morphe spray to go ahead and blend in my foundation. And this was like the first foundation I used from Rihanna's line, and I'm gonna be honest, I really like it. I really do like it. I do believe that her foundation or her makeup is geared towards people with oily skin, and I have very dry skin, so I have to moisturize my face a lot, my skin a lot. But this actually came out really well and I like it. Y'all, those lashes was giving me so many problems. Like, they was bothering my eyes. They wouldn't stay on right. Y'all, it was just real ghetto, okay? I'm still mad about that. And this I recorded 3 months ago. But anyway, I am moving on to the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions palette, and I use that to contour my face. And I do that because I find with some of the contour palettes that I've used before in the past, the colors for us melaninated girls the colors seem to be kind of muddy and chalky, and I don't like that. So that's what I use. If you have any other suggestions, again, put your girl on. And so what I'm doing now is I'm taking the two colors there from the Ruby Obsessions palette, and I use that for my blush as well. And a trick to blush is, if you apply a little bit too much, go ahead and get your beauty blender that already has your makeup on it, or a makeup brush, and you just go and you blend that out with your makeup, and it goes on so well. And so now this time what I'm using is I am using a palette from Makeup Revolution. I've tried some of their products before in the past, and don't be fooled by the price. I mean, they are a little bit cheap, but trust me, they are very, very good products. So this palette is called the Pro HD Amplified Get Baked palette, and this is a highlight palette. So I took that last color at the bottom right, and I used a fan brush to go ahead and apply it to just the top of my nose, or the tip of my nose, as well as my cheeks. Y'all, I like highlighter, but I don't like too much of it. You know, I know some people like to jazz it up a bit, but I really like a very cool, very toned down highlight, if anything. Okay, so I know my lips look crazy, trust me, I know, but I got this, y'all, trust me. So I use the Wet n Wild Kohl liner pencil, and I use that in brown. I use that to do my brows, and I use it for my lips. On my lips, I also used a lipstick by Revlon. It's called Cocolicious, and I filled in my lips with a concealer from Morphe. Morphe concealer doesn't have a name on it, so it's kind of weird, but I love the way that this came out, especially for this kind of being like a bad makeup, bad hair day. I try to finesse it the best I could. Okay, y'all, so this is a few hours. This is after I got back from my little family function that I came from. You can tell my makeup, it looks still good. It doesn't look too bad. I didn't like the way that I did my lips, so I came back to do them again. And so I'm just relining my lips again with the Wet n Wild liner. Now I'm taking this liquid lipstick in the shade Burgundy by Sephora, and I'm using that to line my lips as well. As y'all can tell, I was struggling to try to find the name, because for some reason on some Sephora lipsticks, the print be so tiny. I be like, how I'ma know what to get next time if I can't read that? And y'all know I'm getting old. But anyway, I'm just going ahead and lining my lips with the burgundy shade here. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm applying 2 liquid lipsticks that I mixed together, and I'm using those on the inner portion of my lips. I actually end up mixing like a pinky shade and a nude shade, and that's how I got this color, and it turned out very pretty. These are actually from a liquid lipstick palette that I got from BH Cosmetics. I don't think they're selling it anymore. I think it was part of a launch that they did, so it was kind of like a limited edition thing, but you can use any neutral colors you want. And if you guys don't know, like, ombre lips are my thing. That is like my go-to lip look every time I do my lipstick, because I just think it's so pretty and it's so luscious, and you know, all that jizz. Okay, and so here I'm using Sunset Crush, which is a gloss by Too Faced Cosmetic, and I absolutely love it. So if you guys can copy your hands on that or some of the other glosses from Too Faced, go ahead and do it, because they are amazing. So this is the finished look, and here I go again with this Morphe spray because I'm extra, so don't judge me, y'all. But this is the finished look. I am very happy with how it came out, despite it being kind of like a bad hair day, bad makeup day, and them eyelashes from hell. I think it came out pretty good. So if you made it this far, thank you for your support, and like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will get back to you. Thank you.